Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Today is a Sunday, and there's a 6 p.m., and we are here today to spend time with you, with everyone that is connected. There's some one people, person, one people, matter. It's a magic. Yeah. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you again to the journey of the legendary gentleman. Today is the first Sunday in August, August 2nd. Yeah. We welcome our friends and family. We welcome everyone joining us. We give God the glory for another day. Yeah. Glory be to God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glory be to God for everything that He has done and everything that He will be doing. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us, friends and family. This is Dan Ogamba, the son of Africa. I'm here with my co-host, Pastor John Atta.
Yes.
Welcome you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Deacon.
Welcome you, sir. Welcome you, sir.
Yeah, welcome,
Welcome you. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. We're gonna have a beautiful day. We're gonna enjoy our time. We're gonna enjoy our day today because the topic on the menu is something in which dear to my heart.
Yes, sir.
We are discussing about early childhood. We are discussing about education and community empowerment.
Yes, sir.
So we will hold on. We'll hold on. Probably halfway through the program, we're going to have to put out our number out there, right?
Yes, sir.
And people can contribute to everything which we are doing and everything which we have to do.
Yep.
If you're out there in TV land, share our platform, share our platform, share our platform. Share with your friends, share with your family. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we are on TikTok. Which other platform? We're on so many platforms.
Yes, everywhere. Just search for the journey of the legendary gentleman and you'll see us there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It's the same name on all platforms.
It's true. It's true. We carry the same name on all platforms. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman. And today we are going to be treating the topic community empowerment and education. It's something very powerful. How was your Sunday, by the way?
It was a wonderful, beautiful Sunday. Yeah. Yeah.
Give God the glory for another Sunday. Give God the glory for another Sunday.
Hello.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Teresa, welcome you. How are you?
Yeah, fine. Let me fix my camera good.
I know. We're just gearing up and putting things together. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. You put in to join us. We appreciate your time and your punctuality too, you know. We say thank you for joining us. We say thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Sunday, and it's first Sunday. With us in studio today as a guest is no other person than Mrs. Teresa Arnold, and she's here with us all the way from, which city are you? Indiana. Kentucky? Where are you? Because you moved between the two states, so.
Indiana, in the state of Indiana.
In Indiana. You are welcome. You're welcome. Everyone joining us in studio land, please share our video, please share our podcast, share on Facebook, share on TikTok, Twitter, X, Lincoln, wherever you are, share our podcast. Today we are here in studio and we are going to be treating a topic very dear to my heart. We are going to be treating no other topic but education and early childhood and empowerment in our community. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Thank you. Without saying much, without going any other further way, I would like for my co-host to take over and we move on from there and get our sister introduced or reintroduced.
Welcome. We want to welcome you and give you opportunity to well introduce yourself to the people out there to know you. So you are welcome.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me on your show today. My name is Teresa Jowett Arnold. I've been in the early childhood field for over 22 years. I started advocating for children at a young age, which is like age 18. And then 2004, I was inspired by my aunt to go in the study of early childhood. So first I started with child development and I was not satisfied. So I went on to early childhood education. And I've been working in the field now since 2004. I'm a strong advocate for kids. And I work directly in the classroom from birth to 5.
That's good. That's good. You are welcome. You are welcome. Welcome. Get comfortable. It's going to be a long day. We'll have a lot of questions lined up for you. And
Thanks for having me on your
I
show
believe
also.
you're going to do us justice in verifying, clarifying, editing, cutting, and pasting today, and making sure that our audience out there have the right information. We welcome you. Welcome you, Madam Teresa. We welcome you. We here in Minnesota, we are very, very grateful to have someone of your caliber in studio with us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll kick off our program and we'll go right into it. Early childhood education is something in which every parent need to be aware of. Understand? Say that. I can hear you.
Yeah, and pay attention to us.
And pay attention. Pay attention. Early childhood is something in which everyone in the community need to pay attention to, because the fact of the matter here is that once you go past that 18 years of age, you are already in the chimba already. You're already in the chimba. You are in the workforce. You are going down the college line. You are going down the manufacturing line. You are going down the parenting line. You are going down the reproduction line. You know, you're already in the chimba. You know, for good and bad. You are ready to face good and bad when it comes to after the age of 18 in this country that we call home, called America. So. Sister Teresa, we'll go ahead with our question. Our first question we have for you here today is, can you bring our audience up to speed with your early childhood education status? When did it dawn on you that where you are gracefully called, when did it dawn on you that you have the intuition, or you have the capability, or you have the technical know-how to face children at the younger age? Because children these days, especially children in America, they're a whole different breed, they're a whole different caliber. You know, so where did you get that patience from?
Well, like I said, I brought up with I was raised by my uncle. So I have sibling, like cousins that I consider my sibling. So I was able to help raise them as well as a child. I was able to help my uncle and his wife to help basically raise the kids. So I developed that passion. Like if I can do it for somebody else, I can do it for myself. And when I decided to have kids of my own, I thought I was like, okay, I'm in the US here, or they say the better you know, you do better. So as far as my main concern was positive parenting and positive discipline versus how we was raised back home, when you do something and your parents or your uncle, they will beat you with their 25 lashes, and then you'll be scared, or probably you're not gonna do it again. So I was like, nope. If I'm raising my kids, I will prefer positive discipline, because positive discipline does work instead of like just violently, abusing your children. But here we call it abuse, because once you smart a kid, technically that's physical abuse. And when you call their names, other than the name, like emotional abuse that can really go deep down. So I decided, like, doing positive discipline. So I said, in order to do that, I have to go to learn about all of that. And that's what took me to child development. So when I went into child development, I learned the basis training, how to be able to cope and manage to raise my own child. And I didn't go into early childhood to teach. I went into early childhood because I wanted to raise my kids differently than how I was brought up back home. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. It's well understood. It's well understood. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman. If you are just joining us, please share our platform, share with your friends, share with your family. We are on TikTok. We are on every platform known to mankind. Share our platform with your friends and family. Today, we're going to be discussing no other topic but education, early childhood, and empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
And with early childhood come every one of our children.
Yeah.
With early childhood, we are talking about our future. And if we're going to discuss about our future or talk about our future, it's something which I take very seriously. Because I don't want tomorrow, when I'm old and wretched, walking with my walking stick, and I ask my son to help me. He said, "You can do it for yourself." Or you understand what I'm saying? Because Pastor John, I know our sister is with us in studio today. She mentions one or two things about discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a little question about that. And with me having a question about discipline, everyone from my grandpa to my great grandpa to my great grand uncle to my brothers to my sisters and every one of them, there is a part of the Bible that says, do not spare the rod and spoil the child. Is that what it says? Which you the pastor, so please help me.
There's a portion of Bible that allow you to correct your kid.
To correct the kid.
Yeah.
To correct the kid.
Yeah.
When you say correction, what do you mean by correction? That means if a child rebellious, or if a child is rude, or if a child is how do you call it, uncontrollable, or whatever it is. I'm trying to balance the equation between the both disciplines.
Yeah, I know where you try to learn.
Yes,
like, you can wipe the kid or right.
No. Discipline.
Yeah.
Whooping a kid is discipline. You understand? There is no kid that was whooped in Africa that today will come and say, "Oh, because they whooped me, I'm crazy. Because my parents whooped me, I decided to kill myself. Or because my parents whooped me, I'm homeless. My parents whooped me, I'm traumatized. My parents whooped me, I'm mentally deranged." Well, I want that kid to come and testify, and say something like that. There is, I'm yet to find out.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it's something in which
our sister is again. Let's not rush.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. My question to her is,
yes, go ahead.
She went to this field for a personal reason, just to be able to raise her own family or her own kid. So my question is, how did you end up becoming somebody who supports
everybody else
and help everyone else raise their family as well?
Yes.
Okay. Can you say that again? Slow down.
Yeah. The question is, I know you went to the field by your personal to raise your personal family. That was your goal for you going to that field. but you end up becoming a supporter of everyone and helping others to raise their family as well. So I just want to know when that conviction change and become general.
Okay. It actually changed when I went to college. When I went to college, I started learning about, because when you go to college, doing your internship, they let you go work in the field. So that means you're dealing with different, all the family, like you're dealing with diverse family, immigrant family, because you will do a project and everything that will relate to a situation. For example, if somebody was just a child in your class and they just came from back home, they can't speak English, how can you help that parent? You understand what I'm saying? How can you help the parent? So like different scenario that I have to study and learn and going working in the field, meeting, like going on family event. You have to set up like a home visit. Like when I was in Head Start, you have to go do like a home visit. So you basically have to visit that child that you're working with one-on-one to get to be engaged with the parents, to learn about the culture. You understand? Because as an early childhood professional, you have to embrace everyone's culture. So basically, you take like when you're doing like a holiday festival, right? Every kids in the classroom have to be represented. So that means you're gonna interview their parents, how they celebrate their culture. So you're gonna embrace those culture into your curriculum to be able to know how to cope and teach those kids so that everyone can be included in the classroom. The kids see themselves in the classroom
Yeah.
because like we are the young children teachers, we set the first stage, you
Yes.
know, before they go to college, before they go to elementary. So they learn
Mhm,
basically everything from us. That's why our job is very
mhm,
important. As an early childhood educator, you play a major role in the lives of the child. How that child become in the classroom, how involved you are. So the moment I start getting involved doing visiting, visiting their family, to listen to their story and comparing it with my own personal story, it make me to have compassion, to be more involved in it. And that's
mm.
why that's where the love came. And
Oh,
it make it easy for me to be able to work with those kids without like let's say like being frustrated, when something goes south, because it's not every kids learn differently, and some kids have more challenging behavior that you have to deal with. But if you're not experienced and if you don't have the compassion as a teacher, you won't handle it. You'll probably get a record. You'll probably get a record in a second. Like
uh-huh.
I have parents come to me and be like,
Yeah.
"How did you manage? You have young kids and you
Mhm.
deal with our kids, and then you go home, you have to deal with your own kids." Trust me, if I don't have love for those for my field, I don't think I could have handled it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So this is more about passion and love.
Yes. Yeah, it's not
Yes.
about the paycheck. It's about the
No.
passion.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's where parenting come in,
Mm-hmm.
the love for our children, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The love for our children. Thank you, thank you, thank you for elaborating on that. We'll dive straight into our questions in which we have for you today. And well, I have about 10 questions here drafted for you. If we get
Mhm.
through it, that's fine. If we don't get through it, that's okay.
Mhm.
At 6:30, we're going to open the line for anyone who want to call in and ask question, and we're going to be able to provide answer in reference to early childhood education and community empowerment. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with us. Our first question here to you, Sister, is
Mhm.
assessing early childhood and equity. That's my first question to you. What systemic barrier most significantly impacts access to high quality early childhood education for Black families? The key word there is high quality.
Okay. First, Thank you for even telling me. I mean, sending it to me in advance. I was able to, make my own little note on it. And like I said, the barrier for that is finding like a early childhood, like is more affordable. Like mostly, like, if you see like in a black family, sometimes it's unaffordable, or sometimes they get like 6 kids, and their income cannot afford to pay, you know, for quality childcare. So, for example, they like if they're paying like out of pocket, right? They come in the center. We allowed to tell them like the different thing that is offered in our program has five on my way to pre-K, what like low income family can take advantage of, or um like some program like they give voucher for like single parents, what they can be able to afford their childcare, because basically like if you paying like on the average, like they pay like two, like for like 3 to 4 year old, 3 to 5 year old, they pay like two, like say 270 a week. If you're a mom that bring home like 1,000 every 2 weeks, and you paying like 270 a week for one child, and you probably have like 3 children, if you do the math, that's like basically working to pay your child care. So sometimes they don't have access to all of this, or they don't have access to like a quality child care. So they go like they probably like have somebody babysitting for them in the home, where they can pay them like probably like $50 or $60. But if the kids in the home, what are they learning? They just probably like changing the diaper, not reading to them, not getting the basic skill that is required. So it puts too much strain on like people like with low income, basically. If they don't have access to everything that they need to have access to, and they cannot afford it, it just the barrier, it just too hard for them. So that's why we the teachers come in, or the childcare provider, the director, try to apply for grant for them, try to help them and educate them how to go about applying for all those because they do have resources that is out there where they can still have their child in a quality setting and still be paid by the state for them to go to school. But they also have to be in a work program. For example, they can either be going to school, or they're probably working like at least 30 hours a week in order to be qualified for those programs. You can't just be qualified for a city home and then they go home and pay for you for your child to go to school. Does that make sense?
So it means there are programs out there that can help you put your child to those child care. So can you
Yes.
please mention some of those programs for the
Okay,
people out there?
for example, they have like on my way to pre-K, and they have
Okay.
work work program. Like if you working as a mother, you working. Once you
Yeah,
working like 30 to 40 hours a week, or like 30
yeah.
hours a week, you'll be
Mm-hmm.
programmed. You'll be qualified for those program. Like they call it like pre-K, universal pre-K.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
So the takeaway here is that we should not even have excuse because there are programs, there are support out there.
Yeah, but it's
Yes.
also based on your income.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that? So if your
Okay,
income is high,
let me give you an example. For
yeah,
example, I work in a preschool program, right?
yeah,
That the employer, they pay if your child goes there, right? And
yeah.
you work there, your child go there free. So let's assume like you have 3 kids, they go there free just because you work there. But also, it is also based on your income. So I have one child that was under the age of 5 that were going there, but because of my income, my child was not qualified to get the free childcare in the school that I work. But because of my income, my daughter was not qualified for that free childcare, the free employee
Okay.
childcare. So basically, I have to
Okay.
pay out of pocket.
Yes. Can I stop you there, please, Sister Rizzo? We are still on access and equity for early childhood in a Black family. Now, my question to you is that it varies, right?
Yeah.
The childhood access is vary. Even though there are programs out there for early childhood programs, right?
Yeah.
You have to be
Mm-hmm.
making a specific amount of money, probably 35,000 and below, to enable you qualify for the grant or for the early childhood program package, correct?
Yes.
And once you cross the threshold of a specific amount, maybe 50,000 to 150,000, you are no longer qualified to be able to have sponsorship for early childhood program, correct? Are you with me? So
Can you hear me? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yes, I can hear you. You're a little far from your microphone. So
Okay.
with that
Sorry.
being said, with that being said, that's where my question come in. You understand?
Yeah.
My question here, I stated high quality early childhood education for Black family.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
So if you're a Black family in the United States or anywhere in any state here in America, right?
Yeah.
And your annual income sits below a specific threshold,
Yeah.
you are qualified for early childhood program. But is that early childhood program or that organization high quality? You understand?
Yeah.
Because I've seen
It's free.
you understand?
Yeah.
Sister Israel, follow my radar. So if that be the case, what or how can a Black family who intends on accessing early childhood benefit from high quality early childhood program? I'm not talking about dropping my child to Mahawa house or something like that. No, I'm not discussing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about my child going to an early childhood program, a place that when they walk in, she will have a diaper change every 2 hours. She will have music play for her. She will have reading to her. She will have swimming class. She will have people teaching her how to read and write. She will eat when she arrives. They will give her good kind of milk and everything. I'm talking about quality.
So the question
Okay.
would be,
Let me come in. Let me come in for a second. If I
Yes,
can come
go
in.
ahead.
Okay. With that being said, as a parent before a teacher, like if I'm seeking for quality childcare, first I'll go visit first. I will like try to do some little research on like the school that I want my kids to attend. And then when I do a research to see, the quality in that place, I'll go online, I will see the classroom, and then I will pay a visit there. First, I will pay a visit. I will talk to those teachers because I know what to ask. I will talk to those teachers and I will ask a few questions, and I will, like visit the classroom. Sometimes I go there like during the most basic hour. During the most basic hour, I would not want to go there during nap time, where everybody just relax. Everything is calm. So I would like to go there during the basic hour to view the area where my potential place that I want my kids to enroll. So I'll go there and view the place and know basically as a parent, if you pay a visit 1 or 2 times, you will know exactly talking to those teachers, asking questions. You will know if that place is a quality childcare. Talking to those teachers, you will know if that teachers they actually in for it or they just there for the paycheck. Because it's not everybody that teach. Every educator that probably have the passion. I'm not trying to judge anyone, but just by talking to them, paying a visit, you will know more about that place before even making an attempt to enroll your child there.
Thank you for the update. Thank you for the update. And then again, I would like to remind our guests in studio, the Journey of the Legendary Gentleman is a no-hold-bar platform. We are registered as a no-hold-bar platform, and in the studio, we discover the truth to the core. So don't be shy, don't be ashamed, don't hold back. If the truth need to be told, tell the truth. If we need to say yes, we say yes. We need to say no, we say no. So we are discussing our children here. With that being said, you understand what's going on.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
The ball back in the parenting court.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
The ball is back in the parenting court, right?
Yeah.
Before you put a child out there, before your wife get pregnant or girlfriend get pregnant, you have to be mentally prepared, financially prepared, educationally prepared to step into that journey.
Yeah.
You understand? Is it? Am I right? Am I right, Miss Teresa? Miss Joey, am I right?
You are
help me
100%
out,
right.
because
Yeah,
you guys
have
are the
to
one taking care of
financially
our
be
children.
prepared.
If I'm not mentally right, if I'm not financially correct, educationally inclined, and where am I going to get money from to pay $350 a week for my child in a very high quality early childhood
I'll call you
system?
back. Yeah, I'm on an interview.
So it's true thing.
Yeah.
If you will not get the money, get the time. Because if you don't get the money, you have time and you do it by yourself.
Right. That how can you?
But Mr. Gamba, you just suggest. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, you just suggest something just now, which makes a whole lot of sense. You have when you thinking about having kids, right? You start saving when the woman is conceived. You start saving right away. So if you start saving, I personally didn't even do that as a parent at first. I only learned that at a very old age when I have my third child, when I met my second, my current husband now, when I was pregnant and he started saving for our child, I'm like, what? So I learned that early in life. So that's a good suggestion you just made. Start saving when a woman is pregnant.
Yes, I mean, Pastor join me, because my godchildren are still growing up.
Yeah,
and it's something in which every parent or every potential parent in every community, including the Black community, need to pay attention to.
Yeah, sometimes it's not very good, right? When we are saying things, some of the things, but it's not easy to do. We're talking about paying $2,500, like she mentioned, every 2 weeks.
So $250.
$250. Okay.
A week.
That's
a week.
Okay.
A week, not every 2 weeks.
Okay, that's not much. I thought it was 2,000. So I will ask her how long can you save for that amount of money?
No.
If it's 200, it's making sense. You don't even need to save. You can do it if you really put things together. You should be able to do it.
You understand?
But it depends. I will not say everybody must go that way, because most of the native people that I'm friend with, their wife don't work. Their wife are at home and take care of the kid.
Okay.
So pretty much all those things are done by the woman at home.
But there is a problem. What's the problem? What you put there is native.
Yeah.
You understand? You understand?
Yeah.
The key word you said that
they are the one that they build the system that they understand better.
The thing is, if I am a native and I'm at home, I understand, I'm taking care of my child, right? My attention will be, how am I going to do his diaper? How am I going to feed him? How am I going to make sure he's safe and he's okay? You understand? What next am I offering the child?
They teach as well.
Huh?
They
teach them?
I paid a visit and I was amazed.
That teach them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
hello. Can I? Okay. What you just said there, right? If I understood you right, you said like you have an older person home that taking care of the kids, free, right?
Correct.
Yes. Okay. That's
No,
saving
no,
money.
no, 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 no.
Like
Okay.
Not all the person is like
Okay.
two
Somebody
people are
home.
married,
Uh-huh.
and one decides to work, and one
Mhm.
is at home taking care of
taking
the
care of the
kids.
child.
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing too. But listen, once you and the spouse, right? You and your husband, you do the math. For example, when I have my third child, my husband, for whatever reason, he don't really trust like daycare. So he made me to be stay at home mom. So I was a stay at home mom until the baby was able to talk. Because he said once the our son can speak and tell him, hey, somebody hit me or somebody do this to me, and then he's allowed to go in the early childhood program. Okay. So that's like you're talking about the first 2 years, right? And the first 3 years is very important. So I will stay at home mom. So that means that only one income coming in the house, right? I'm not working. He's the only person working. But you know what? I was still teaching my child at home. Everything he needs to learn, I was still teaching him. And I was still going to like Mother's Day out meeting with other parents so they can connect for him to have that social skill that he need in early childhood. And then he also have like cousin who like the same age group. So I set up like a play date, right? So both mothers we meet probably to like McDonald's or somewhere where the kids can be able to play and they interact with each other. This child is still learning. So just because he was home doesn't mean that he was not learning. Because I was stay at home mom, but I was still putting in effort to teach my son what he needs to learn. So once the
Yeah.
parent can do that, that's also the kids is still benefiting.
Okay.
Does
Yeah,
that
well,
make
that's
sense?
what I'm trying to put out there because we don't want people to see it as that's the one way,
No.
right?
Yeah.
That's not one way into it because our parents, our fathers did go through those programs, but I think they did a good job. They did a better job compared to what we are doing today. So I think it's still many possibilities, but it still come back to the parent's responsibility. If you know you can do it, you have time, and you can do it and teach your son or your daughter, spend time and do that.
Yeah.
I think doable. But if you don't have time and you
Ooh,
are
you put
working,
the
you
air
are
open.
busy, and you come back and sleep, no time, just school. I think it's very important that you put your child into those programs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. It's true. I I as an individual, the future worries. You understand?
Yep.
Future of our children worries me, especially in today's world, in today's community, in today's society.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Where children are derailed from the early stage, not intentionally, systematically. You understand?
Yes.
Not physically, but mentally.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
Morally. You understand?
Yeah.
Children are derailed. Now we are in the 21st century where AI is now popping up. You understand?
Yeah.
Internet is out here.
Yep.
When I was growing up, I don't know what internet is. You understand?
There's no even phone.
There was not even phone for us to use.
Yeah.
You understand? So with us, Madam Teresa, we are discussing the effect of what we are talking about right now. It's a long journey. It's a long journey, and people like you need to be out there or need to be on this kind of platform,
Yeah.
advising and guiding potential parents on the step to take.
Yeah.
Because people are out there in our community just having children because they feel like having children.
Yeah.
You understand? And
Yeah.
those children become a burden or become a baggage to the community and the society.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
No, that's not how we want for the future.
So talking about that, right? I just wanted to ask a question.
Yeah.
Our sister out there,
Yes.
when she started first, she mentioned about the way she was raised and
Mhm.
what one of the reasons why she wanted to raise her kid differently, and that was the one of the reasons why she take that road. My question is, do you think the way our parents, our grandparents raised us as a child was not effective? Because the reason why I'm asking this question is that today we have all these programs that we raise our kids very nicely, but a majority of them are the ones suffering from depression, stress,
Drugs.
a lot of other things that we did not even suffer from when people are saying the way we were raised was a kind of abuse or all other word they use for those kind of education. But we were not terrorized, we were not reflecting any of those things. But now with the best system that we think is correct way of education, these people are showing some symptoms that are not even supposed to be there. So how can you help understand the imbalances in
Is there a disconnect?
yeah.
To make it simple, is there a disconnect from the way we were brought up and the way in which children today brought up?
Okay, let me give you one example. Let me give you one personal example, right?
Okay.
The way I was raised, when I go out, when I come back, when I go out with friends, a teenager, because I was just a teenager, I go out with friends, I come back, I get beaten. You understand? Because somebody thought that going out with friends, it would make me to know about life. So when I come back, I get beaten. That's not the way to go about it.
Did you
Okay,
get
get it?
permission to go out?
I was about to ask
Eh?
the same question.
Did you get the permission to go out? Your parents tell you to
No,
go out with
no,
your friend?
no. I don't get no. I just work and go out with my friends.
Exactly.
So, so
So you
when I
you
come
getting
back,
beaten is not because you went out
You
with your
went out.
friends.
Yeah.
You're getting
you
beaten
know,
because you did
so
not ask for
listen,
permission.
I didn't ask for permission to go out. But
Yeah.
basically, my point here is that it's not like because my friend knew about life and I'm hanging out with my friend doesn't mean that I'm gonna know about life. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I
Yes, I'm
just think,
following.
yeah. So I mean, it might happen. You understand? But my restriction was too hard. You understand? I don't know because so like okay, I was on a hard restriction.
Yes.
But when I get here, right? When I got
Mhm.
here in the United States, my dad was more open with me. My dad was able to buy condoms and give it to me
Mhm.
to tell me if I'm ready to be a grown up.
Mhm.
This is a safe protection for you. You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Or
Yeah.
sometimes guy might not have it. You understand? I would look
Yes.
at I thought he was weird when he did that. But that's what we teach our children. Safe sex. Safe sex is better.
Mhm.
You understand? But
Yes.
most African parents would not talk to their kids about safe sex. They don't have the tools. They don't have the language to use. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or my uncle could have told me, hey, I know you're a big girl now, you're 18. When you're going out, just make sure you don't want to get no STD, you don't want to get pregnant. So this is the thing they call condoms that is useful that you can take advantage of use. So you don't get pregnant, so you don't get no STD. If I have had that communication and then going out, it could have been better versus just me coming home and just beat on me. I'm not learning anything. That's abuse. That's physical abuse right there. He
So
might feel as
right here, I see that first you did not ask for permission because
yeah.
our parents they don't beat us for no reason. They
Mhm.
always have a perfect reason. So if you ask permission and they say no, you will not go out and they will not beat you. Or if you ask for permission and they say no and you went outside, even yourself, you know what is waiting for you. So the rules are clear and out there. Our parents, most of the time, they're trying to know our friends. Who are you going out with? Are you safe? What are their character? Who are they? those people, if anything happened to you, you did not come home, they can go to that house and ask about you.
Yes.
You know, so
But
it
you,
depends
let
in
me
the
let me stop you
country
right there.
in which we are in, because in Africa there is no 911.
No.
That anything can happen to you and you say, I dial 911. So our parents are our 911. So they have many responsibility. So here, I know if my son go out there, something happen, he can dial 911. Somebody can see and dial 911. So it depends on the system that we have, and a lot of things involved into it. So we have, as a child, we have our role to play, and the parents also have their role to play. And talking about
but
back
let me
home,
come in.
there's
Hold
no
on, let
much
me come
money
in.
to buy.
Hold on for that, sir.
Okay.
So talking about your parents buying a condom and giving to you and all those things. And back home, there's no enough money to buy meat and feed, and I will go and buy condom and give to you. First of all, is an art that encourages you to try.
To the process.
To the process, right? Why I should not teach you or educate you to hold yourself and get married, right? Get married at a young age, right? But now I'm giving something that if you wanted to do, use this so you'll not be sick.
In which back then, back home, was the rules and regulations set for our forefathers, for our great-grandparents, for our great-grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Because we as parents have deviated or derailed ourselves from the rules and regulations set by our forefathers. That's the reason why we're giving children to their conduct. Because
and the problem is that's the reason why many people are having a child and are not taking responsibility. Because they themselves are not mature enough to have a child. And by trying it, they say, no, this one, if I try this, will be more sweet. And they end up being in there and they have child that they don't have emotional stability. They don't have enough capacity to educate those things. They start beating them, doing everything. And that's where we are with all these programs. And people are confused, putting all together with what our parents did. Because what our parents did was education.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it was the perfect education. But today, because somebody immature is using the same tools, different ways, everything is generalized as abuse. I was giving an example to somebody last week. When you are holding a knife is a good thing, but it depends on who is holding it. You can use a knife in the kitchen. It's doing a good thing to you.
Yes.
You will cook a very nice soup by using your knife and doing things, right? But in the hands of a murderer, the knife is the bad thing.
It's a weapon.
It's a weapon. So it depends on who is using the tools. You cannot generalize that, because a murderer used a knife, so a knife is evil. A knife is a bad thing. Right? I don't know. That's the way I'm seeing it.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
I don't know if our sister is hearing us.
She can hear all loud and clear. Sister is on standby. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here and we are coming up to 15 minutes of broadcast, and it's heating up, it's heating up, it's heating up. We're discussing about our children, our future, early childhood, empowerment, and the whole 9 yards is pointing back to parenting. It's pointing back to parenting. If you're on this platform, you can call in as we speak. The number is 612-556-3503. The number is 612-556-3503. You can call in anytime and we'll take your call, and you can contribute to the topic in which we are discussing. We're discussing early childhood education and early childhood upbringing and empowerment to our children. And we have in studio with us no other person but Miss Teresa Arnold. Welcome you again. Welcome you again. We're going to move on before you respond. This is a very big and vast topic. I know you have a lot to contribute, a lot to say, but we are going to move on to our next question we have for you. And our next question here we have for you is that how can early childhood curriculum better reflect and honor African American culture, heritage, and stories? How can we are in a land that we naturalize in. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And time is fast spent. You understand?
Yeah.
Our footprint of how we got here is getting wiped out. And the trace back to where we came from is getting wiped out.
Yep.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
With you being an early childhood educator in our community, do you think that introducing a curriculum better reflecting African American culture and heritage is okay? What's your thought?
Well, I believe like every child learns differently. So instead of you design a curriculum that the kids that will not reflect on their learning style, it will just be no use. So, and I personally believe children learn to play. So, like we have a play-based curriculum in our center, meaning that we design our lesson plan based on the interest of the kids.
Yeah.
We don't just gonna pull all those fancy stuff down that the kids will not be able to articulate or the kids will not be able to learn.
Yeah.
So we base our planning, our lesson planning based on the interest of the kids.
Yeah.
If I'm doing circle time, if I see a little child constantly talking about rocks, I'm just giving you an example.
Yeah.
If their child interest is in rocks, first, my next lesson plan will be on rocks. We'll go outside and do rock hunting. So we'll bring different shapes and sizes of rocks to be able to learn about rocks. We'll be able to watch video. We'll be able to do everything that concerning rocks. So my whole lesson plan for that following week will be on rocks. So basically, that's why it's very important when the kids you allow the kids to go in different center. I have seven different center in my classroom. So the kids get to access each center every day. I know it can be messy, but I allow them to learn, to go and play and be themselves. So as they're learning, I'm doing observation. I got my little notepad. I'm doing observation. I'm writing down everything that that child interested in. So when I'm planning a lesson for the next following week, I will include what interests them. So when I plan my lesson based on their interests, they will be more involved to learn. You understand?
Yes, sir.
That's why it's very important to have your kids in a play-based setting. In a play-based setting, where the kids can learn, where the teachers can teach the kids based on their interests. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. You can't just impose like the old way of learning, impose it on the kids. Oh, you're gonna learn this of the week. You're gonna learn, this one, the weather today. You're gonna learn this one. What happens if that kid's not interested in learning that? It'll be a waste of time.
So pretty much we teach them what they want to learn.
What they want to learn.
Mean?
Yes. What they're interested in.
If I see something that is needed and important for them, I can put it down them.
Say that again.
Let me explain that in detail to her because it's getting a little technical and it's getting a little. Ms. Teresa, you are early childhood educationist, and from your opening statement, you did your research, you did your homework before coming on. And my question to you was honoring the African American culture, heritage, and stories. Okay, there is no child born in America that know an American culture. There's no child born in America that know an American heritage. There's no child born in this country that know an African story. You understand? Now, when they get to you guys as early childhood educators, right? They are learning everything about the Mississippi.
Yeah.
You understand me? You understand?
Yeah.
Would they ever learn how to draw the map of Africa in that entire early childhood stage? That's the question.
Oh yes, you are absolutely. You were involved. That's what That's why you involve the culture. You talk about, what the background. First of all, you have to know the background. So once you know the background, you want to implement that so that everybody will be inclusive. You want to have an inclusive classroom. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that involving the culture, the holidays, talking to the parents. What are the holidays? Like the 4th of July 26th. I have a little Liberian kid in my classroom, right? I brought I did a research, like the flag of Liberia, the coloring page. I got a coloring page of then, learning about Liberia when Liberia, I gave a little history about Liberia. So the other kids were privileged to know where that child coming from, what food they eat, what different activity they do. So involving that child culture in the
Mhm.
classroom is, I can say, it's impressive, you know, and like inviting parents to
Yeah.
come and give, like doing story time, doing circle time. I have parents coming in my classroom to just talk about the culture to other kids.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that means parents engagement. If you involve the parents in the child education, they will be more than glad to come on and give the story, or sometimes they even read books to the kids in the classroom. So with that being said, parents' engagement is a huge factor, which I encourage in my classroom. I invite parents all the time to come doing, not even doing celebration. Every other time you welcome, you can come in anytime you want to read a book to the kids. You are more than welcome. You want to bring your cultural food to share. You are more than welcome to do that.
Okay. So they have a parent involvement as well.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to the question that I want to ask earlier. You mentioned that you guys support the kids to learn what they love or
Hmm.
what they are interested in learning. So
Hmm.
my question is there a time that you guys help them to learn something that they are not interested to learn, but is important and needed for them? If yes, how do you guys go about it?
Okay. Like during our circle time,
Yeah,
we start with the introduction of, like, okay, let's say on a Monday, I
yeah,
ask them about the weekend, but basically they want to talk. So that's taking turn. They're learning how to take turns to share story.
yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's social emotional, and the kids need social emotional development.
Yeah.
So they both learning how to take turn to talk about what they did over the weekend, to tell me all their business. You understand? Most preschoolers do. They'll
Mm.
come and tell me everything. That's social emotional right there. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Conjugate. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They're learning. Literally,
Mm-hmm.
they're learning. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sometimes I give them the opportunity. Oh, you do? Would you like to read a book to me? They'll pick a book and pretend to read.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the kid, they just in that one circle time, that big group learning, they're learning everything that they need for the day.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate
And
your time
then,
and your effort. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman. Here in our platform, in our studio, we bring truth to the table and we bring community empowerment to the table in everything referencing our children, ourselves, our youth, the adult, and the community as well.
Yep.
We bring truth to the table. We are doing everything we can to let our community prosper,
Mm-hmm.
let
Yeah.
our community survive and let everyone in the community have the mindset,
Yeah.
the upbringing to be able to face the challenges of tomorrow.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Yeah.
that's our job here. Community empowerment. You know, you were going to say something.
No.
All right, we are moving on. We are moving on. Our phone number is 612-556-3503, 612-556-3503. You can call in anytime you wish, anytime you can, for us to be able to take your call and your contribution. Today in studio is no other person but our sister, Miss Teresa Arnold. We welcome you. We welcome you. Welcome you. Thank you
thank
for taking
you,
up the
thank
time
you.
to put up with the both of us today because Elisha, who is something very, 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 very important to every man in this country. If you're a man in this country anticipating of having a girlfriend or wife and you are not interested in early childhood, I'll pray for you. All right. We move on to question number 4. I'm going to skip straight to number 4 or number 5. I will dearly ask you. Funding and resources. We are discussing early childhood. We're discussing early childhood. How do the funding gap in predominantly Black neighborhood affect early childhood facility and the quality of the learning materials?
Yeah, it's a very big thing in the Black community. I know it's hard sometimes, the true hard, but mostly in our Black community, we lack a lot of resources as far as like transportation, how the parents like single mom, sometimes they don't have car to get the kids to a center, or they don't have like bus pass. And once those resources are not made available in that neighborhood, they lack a lot of resources. So at the end of the day, they don't have means of, you know, getting the kids the right care that they deserve. And meaning in our Black community, we suffer a lot in that community. I can see that. And just talking to parents and then expressing, because we as an early childhood educator, we hear a lot, we get to know a lot, and we are by law to keep everything confidential, but we know a lot what the cause and effect. So it's hard. Some resources are just not available in our community, and I can just tell you right now, yeah. And
Resources.
yes, the resources, we lack a lot of resources, and I know that because of me living in a white predominant neighborhood versus when I once lived in a all Black, predominant neighborhood, and I see a lot of differences.
Wow. Yeah.
So
It's
these
something.
these
It's something in
politicians,
which
that's what they need to really advocate on, instead of just, okay, I want to be elected, but most politicians, they need to advocate for early childhood resources. How can we put a lot of resources in those neighborhoods that really need it, that cannot afford certain things?
That's good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, Pastor John, I
And
know
I know
we
it's
are
a
on a
very
journey.
sensitive, but it's real.
No, I understand. I understand your point is very sensitive. You're not going to say it, but I'm going to say it. So sensitive or not, where we are in this USA of ours is something in which everybody and every person in our community have to be able to pull the head out of the ground and figure out exactly what the game plan is.
Yeah.
Because if we forego our future today,
Yes.
there will be no tomorrow. It's a fact. You understand?
Yeah.
These people are out there, like our sister, they're out there willing to do the job.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And with them doing the job, they cannot do the job in a way that with their hands tied behind their back. You understand?
Yeah.
That's where politics come in. You understand?
Yeah.
Who are out there in TV land? I'm speaking to my people out there right now. Who are out there in TV land? You got 3 children, 4 children, one child. And with that being stated, we got potential boys and girls out there who willing to have children. Who are out there currently is thinking about, okay, early childhood, I'm going to become a senator. I'm going to become a mayor. I'm going to become a governor. I'm going to become a representative. And when I become a representative, or when I become a mayor or a governor or a president, I'm going to draft rules and regulation, put in various engagement in my policy ring to be able to fund early childhood programs in white community, black community, yellow community, blue community, that everybody will be playing on an equal field.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm talking to my black brothers and sisters out there. You understand? And the thing is, if we cannot level the playing field now, when will we be able to level the playing field?
Yeah.
You understand? We run around here punching in and punching out every day of our life. Too busy doing things in which only God knows, but we forget about tomorrow.
Yeah.
You understand? Our tomorrow is our today.
Yeah.
I'm saying that to bring out the topic that I'm anticipating a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
But today I have a child, 3-year-old, 4-year-old in the house. I'm doing nothing about his early childhood program. I'm not funding the school. I'm not contributing to the school. I'm not basically making rules and regulations, introducing satisfactory guidance or curriculum in the school, and guiding the mayor, guiding the senator, the representative to put out something good out there for everybody to be on the same playing field. But I expect a better tomorrow for our community, the black community, the white community. I expect for us to play on the level field. There will never be a playing level field.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, it will never be if we don't take the action into our hands. You know what I'm saying? It will never be. You understand? It will never be. It will never be. Hold on, someone. We have a call on the line. We have a call on the line. Hello, caller. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you all doing?
Oh Lord, it's the first lady. How are you? How you doing? Okay. You call in. I believe we are discussing something very important to your heart as well. What's your contribution?
Well, I just want to say thanks to Teresa for making the time to come and talk on her experience and what she does for the community. I personally know her, so that's the reason why we call her Mother Teresa, because she's like a mother to not just kids but parents too. So she played a very important role in our society. Regarding resources, this is a big problem that we all face, especially in communities where we have minority. The curriculum in the school is not the same than the curriculum in, other areas.
Okay.
Where you find different culture, Caucasian and stuff like that.
Yes.
And that's something, we all need to target and look into, because kids, if you start to separate them at an early stage like that based on resources and curriculum, we are not doing justice to them. That means we are saying it's okay for one group of people to be ahead, and it's okay for the other ones to follow like turtles. Another thing, sometimes the schools say they have resources for people who are in need, but until you are in need before you can understand what those kind of resources are. For an example, a woman, a single mother, can tap in the system or into the system and get all those resources that she needs for her children based on her income. Because she's a single mother, she will not be able to make enough income because she still has to care for the children. So in that case, the state can come and actually help that single mother. But when she decides to get married to somebody else who is not the father of the children, but because she's married to that person, now she's not qualified for any assistance based on the husband income. Even though that's not his children, and the biological children of that woman is contributing somehow in child support that still put her at a minimum wage, and that she's qualified for the state assistance, but because she had gotten married to somebody else who is not a father to those children, now all her benefit will be cut off with the state, except maybe if she's lucky enough, they might keep the insurance on because the kids would need the insurance.
Wow.
But every other thing, now they will have to tell her, you make more income, and those income they calculated before taxes, not even after taxes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now it left that woman with a choice.
Wow.
Must she marry or get divorced
Or be single.
or be single?
Wow.
Just for the benefit of her children. So that's the downsides of the system too.
Wow.
Another thing, a man and his wives, they could be doing okay and they don't need assistance to help them with their children because they pre-plan everything. But sometimes things happen in life.
Yep.
And now that person needs help from the system. And they look at you and say, well, you were making more income 2-3 months ago. You are not qualified for anything. So that parent now is at a standstill until they can draw out of every penny they have before they can be qualified for something. So we, especially Africans in this country, we need to really pay attention to this system. You know, and for some kids or some parents, if you keep your child home because you don't have the money to send that child to school or get the things that you need for that child to go to school, then the system come after you because why is it that you're keeping your child home? Unless you go through certain things to have a program for yourself and your child to be teaching them at home at a certain age. So we need to really plan. I mean, it's good to have these daycares and stuff like that, but when it comes to our children, like Ms. Teresa said, early childhood development is very important. So whether we have the child by mistake, whether we have the child by sneaking, whether we have the child because that's what we wanted, we need to stop and think about that child's future first. Because at an early stage, when that child is on the right path, you will have a child that you will not struggle with for the rest of your life.
Wow.
And that's my input.
Thank you. Pastor John, we have the First Lady on the line, and she mentioned something very important. It's a system. It's a system.
Yeah.
From what I learned in criminal justice, to enable you balance the system, change the system, derail the system, you have to be in the system to be able to do that. What can the African American community do to be able to change the system? What can we do?
Be part of the system.
Talk to my people.
It's for them to be part of the system, you know. Yeah.
Madam Teresa, thank you. First Lady, thanks for your contribution. We'll move on with our program. Thanks a lot. We appreciate your time and effort.
And there is another topic that we need to
Thank you.
He was talking, we'll raise this topic another day. Is it the system encouraging people to be single mother or single father?
It's a long story. Madam Teresa, thank you for being here with us. Time is fast spent, and it's 7:13. We got 2 minutes more to go, and that 2 minutes we're going to give you that 2 minutes of our final time in studio for you to be able to talk to our people out there. You know, we have people like you who are in the system. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We have people like you who work for the system, you know. And with that being stated, we who out here potential presidents, potential governors, potential senators, what will you say to us? Hurry up.
Well, what I would like to say in my closing statement, that we should invest in early childhood education. Whether you like it or not, it is must have, most likely. Because when the kids learn at a young age, they learn how to self-regulate. Most likely they will attend college. Most kids that attend preschool, research have seen that. We have seen that. So let's us invest in early childhood. Early childhood is not a charity, it's infrastructure. So let's make it our duty to invest in early childhood. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
we should have most male involvement because kids look up to the father figure a lot. Whether you separate from your spouse, please still be involved in the child's life because we're seeing it in the classroom every day. Kids that have both mom and dad, we see the difference versus kids that have, mom remarried and dad remarried, or they probably not in good understanding. Everything affects the child. So if you are separated from your spouse for whatever reason, still be in your child's life. Have a healthy relationship with the mother of your child, regardless of whatever between you. Maintain a healthy relationship. It's very important for the upbringing of the child. Yes.
Wow, thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. I hope the people out there listening and watching, we all learn from our sister today. And if you are out there and you still have a question, please send your question or email the question, and we'll be able to send to her, and she will reply or answer all your questions. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. We have come to the end of our podcast. Sister Risa, we say thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for hanging with us for
Thanks for
almost 1
having
hour,
me.
20 minutes.
Thanks for having me.
Always count on me. I will be there.
We appreciate your time and effort. We appreciate your time and effort. This is something in which we're going to double back to over and over and over, because the legendary gentleman here in studio, where we discuss things about our family, friends, and the whole 9 yard, we are prioritizing the future of our children. Yeah. We are prioritizing the future of our children. And with us prioritizing the future of our children, I can have a child. If that child did not go through the rightful early childhood and I gave him $10 million when he's 18, he don't know what to do with it. It's very useless. You understand?
Yeah.
But if the child go through the right process and procedure during the early childhood, learning the rules and regulation, ethics and governance of survival, you know what I'm saying? They won't be able to do something better if you give them 10 million when they are 18 years of age. So early childhood is a priority in our community. Ladies and gentlemen, again, in studio with us today is our sister, Miss Teresa Arnold. We appreciate your time and effort, and we'd just like for you to say a word or two to all upcoming mother and fathers, all upcoming mother and fathers, those who are in the corner having an affair, those who are at the altar getting ready to put the ring on the finger, those who are, give them an advice.
Okay. My advice to potential parent and unexpected parents, I would like to tell them to start saving before they even think about having them.
Start saving.
Yes, start saving. When the child is in your belly, start saving for that child because it's so expensive out there. Yeah, just early childhood. The money you spend in diaper and in childcare is ridiculous. It's more than your mortgage. So start saving before you think about having a kid, because you don't want to bring the kid into this war and the child be liability on the government. Start saving and make sure you and your spouse discuss parenting. Discussing parent, who's gonna be up in the night, who's gonna sleep for a few hours if I'm breastfeeding, or who's gonna babysit, you know, who's gonna change the diaper, who's gonna wash the child a few hours so I can take a nap. All this thing had to be discussed, because back home we think that the child responsibility is only the mom. No, it's a big mistake. The child responsibility is both parent, and the kids need both parent.
Sure.
The parents the female that will say, "Oh, the child just only need me alone," that's a lie. The child need both parent to thrive in this world, because the father figure is very important in the life of the child. That's why in my center, when I see men involved into the kid's life, it's just like ice on a cake. It make me so happy. I try to make everything easier for them when they come pick the kids, or I make everything, pack everything, just because I'm so excited to see men involvement, father's involvement in the lives of the kids. So it's very important that, and if a lot of females can understand that the kids need both parents, will be on a good path. Because the way the man will discipline the kids is different from how you will discipline the kids. We mother, we are just there to nurture the kids. I can give you one example. If my son doing something and I don't want him to do it, I say, "Hey, stop! What are you doing, Halo?" He'll probably still continue to do it. But when his father say it one time, his father just look at him straight in the face and say, "Hey," and he will start immediately. I don't know what is the difference between man voice versus woman voice. And sometimes I try to talk to my husband, be like, "Hey, stop," and he don't listen. So kids need both parents. Let's understand that, and let's establish the fact that kids need both parents. And men play a huge role in the lives of the kids. That makes it 8 hours, but once he comes home every day, he looked at that child and said, "Love you, baby." That's all that kids need. That's all the kids need. He don't physically have to be there 8 hours. But at the end of the day, if that kids know that the dad will be home, they look forward to that. So we need more men to step up in the lives of the kids, no matter what. If they both separated, still be involved in your kid's life. I encourage any female, because I'm in a blended family, and I encourage my ex-husband to still have a say in the lives of our 2 girls. So meaning that anything the kids do, whether they do bad or wrong, I still communicate with him. Like, I think I tell him more information about the kids, then sometimes he probably get tired he probably get overwhelmed. But because I don't know, because it's the field, because I'm in the field, but I just make him involved, and I help him to have a smooth transition. Anything that is a little bit easier for him, for us to work together and still have a healthy relationship, since we are not together, but for the benefit of the kids, I still maintain a healthy relationship with him.
Wow. 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 Thanks a lot. We appreciate your time on here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman. I'm your host, Dan Ogamba, the son of Africa. With us in studio today is no other person but Miss Teresa Arnold. Mrs. Teresa, we say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us and for going on this 1 hour, 30-minute ride. We'll talk to you again. Take care. We'll talk to you again. Wow. Wow. It's a complex situation that we find ourselves in on this side of the world, today. I mean, the deck is stacked. It's stacked so high that Pastor John, what say you? What say you? What say you? You keep smiling and absorbing and processing. What say you? What say you?
Her ending statement and throughout the whole discussion is coming back to the same thing, which we check, let's say in our past 4 weeks, is still coming back to parenting, it's still coming back to family, it's still coming to parent responsibility. That's where we are coming. Last week it was the same thing when we were talking about parent, and this week same thing. So they need a man in the house. That one is another topic that we have to bring because it keep coming.
Yes,
It keep
yes,
coming.
it keep coming. It keep coming.
Yeah.
Parenting keep coming. When we go to infrastructure, we
Yeah.
bring our parents.
Yeah.
When we go to finances, we
We
bring
bring
our parents.
Education.
When we go to our medical activity, parenting. When it comes to education, parenting.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So when it comes to childhood parenting,
Yes. Can you believe it?
everything.
Everything boils down to the
Parents.
starting point.
Mhm.
Everything boils down to the starting point.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we'll call it a day. It is 7:30 here in the state of Minnesota, and we have come to the end of our podcast. It's come to the end of our broadcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging with us on this 1 hour, 30 minutes journey. We appreciate your time and your effort. And we are going to be back here, I believe, next Sunday. We are going to be back here next Sunday, and we're going to be discussing empowerment.
Yeah.
We're going to be discussing empowerment, and we're going to have a special guest in studio with us next Sunday. We're going to be discussing empowerment. So tune in, and I hope it doesn't boil down to parenting.
Oh yeah, for sure. Empowerment. I'm sure I can bet 100% on it that we'll still go back to parenting. Yes.
Yeah,
I think this year is for parents. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep clogging along, and we're going to keep fighting, and we're going to keep fighting.
Yeah.
If you are out there and you need an advice, if you need to be pointed the right direction, if you need help, if you need, I don't know, counseling, if you need advice, you need prayer, you need the way to go, somebody to point in the right direction. You're going to college, you need support. I mean, whatever the case may be, get hold of us. If we don't have the answer, we'll point in the right direction. If we don't have the answer, we'll lead you the right way. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm your host, Dan Ogamba. We are tuning out, and we say, take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Yeah.